Okay, here's the idea I had. Fire starter. This is for starting fires in your fireplace and whatnot. I was thinking it'd be nice to be able to take something like this with me camping and hiking, and that's a big block. But I also have, and I always have, chapstick containers, uh, which I use chapstick all the time. But occasionally I forget to take one out of my pocket when I put it through the washing machine. It goes through the dryer. I don't know if you can see that. It's hollow there. And it's pretty useless. It'll just collapse if you try to use it. But I could probably microwave this back down, standing up, and let it melt back into the container. But this is my idea. I take the chapstick out. There. And it has a little plug there that runs up and down on the peg on the inside. There, take the chapstick off. And I still have this plug that will seat back into it. What if I carve a piece of this down to fit inside of that, screwed all the way down so it seats at the bottom? Maybe leave a small space at the beginning. I can toss some cotton balls and Vaseline on top of it to help for lighting a fire. That's the idea. I don't know if it'll work, but, one way to find out, I guess. Yeah, that's what we're working with here. Looks like sawdust and some kind of other material that stinks like glue and wood. It doesn't look like it tells me what it's made out of, really. Oh, all natural ingredients. Cut through it. For flame, fire starter, blah, blah, blah. Renewable, derived from organic natural woods, waxes, oils, wood dust, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I need cut a chunk. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Probably just cut it down the middle. There, something like that. You know what? Out of curiosity, this probably isn't the best. Nope, I don't have a lighter. Anyway. Okay. I just need to cut that down a little bit. Oh. Looks like I can just mush it down. Mush it, mush it, mush it, mush it. It's like mushing hard cow poop. Oh. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So anyway, stick this plug back in. Get it. See how it's going back down to the bottom there. And then let's see what we can do with this stuff. Might be better just to push it in little chunks. Possibly some of the wax from the chapstick in there might be able to lubricate the sides so it's easier to push back out. We'll find out here. There. I'm just forcing it in. I could probably make smaller bits of it. And work it around and possibly tamp it down with something. But this will work for now. Just kind of testing out the idea. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, the cap will seat back on it. Keep it relatively dry anyway. Pull out. Let's see here if it'll pop up. And it doesn't look like it. Nope. See if I can't figure out another way to do it. Okay, this is going to be a small piece of that Duraflame fire starter here. I'm just going to see if I can get it to light what it takes to light it. There. Seems to be lit. Seems to hold the flame for a little bit there. I don't know if you can see that. That goes pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, chapstick fire starter inside. Okay, I put a little slice with my knife down to about here, just to loosen it up, and that gave enough room where, if you can see there, it does come out. There. I just had it in a little too tight, I think. Maybe if I don't pack it in tight like last time, it would work out alright. See, it even goes back in. Oops, kind of. There. So this is my thought. You get, pull out a little bit, whatever you need there. Cut it off. If you're using a ferro rod, you're gonna have to have something else to catch the flame a little bit. There. Cut it out. Light it on fire. There. And then pile your tinder on top of that. That should help, you know, get a fire going in damper situations, I would say. And there's a potential we could make this compound that the fire starter was made out of, but with a block this big, and I have a whole box of these things, I don't think I need to make any, but I think a little wax and a little sawdust would probably go a long way for that. And then when you're done with the fire starter here in the chapstick container, just toss the lid back on back on it. Toss in the cigar container, some matches, and some tinder, maybe some juke twine or something in there. It's weird, I just happen to have that laying around. And toss that back into your backpack, your bug out bag, whatever you got there. That should work pretty decent. Close that up. Probably shouldn't do this in the house, I guess. Probably a good idea. Then inside of this container, we'll put the fire starter in the chapstick container. Tube of that. We got room for waterproof, cheapo waterproof matches. Can always put as many of those in as we want. Actually, I'll put those in at the bottom. Those in there, you can fill that up. Pretty full of those, actually. And then you're also going to want, since they're not strike anywhere matches, Might as well take the striker off the box too. Take these strikers, just toss them right down the bottom with those matches. And you can toss this in here if you want, just for a little bit extra. You know, take as much twine as you want, because the twine, once you get a bit of that twine, you can unravel it and basically peel it apart here. And it takes a couple minutes to do. I'm just going to show you real quick here. I'll pull it apart and probably use your knife or whatever you got just to get in there between the things. You do that till you get like a dime-sized ball of this stuff, and then that'll catch a spark there from once you get it you know, pulled apart. This isn't doing a great job of it, but you get a bunch of that pulled apart, more than I have here. And then if you have a ferrule rod, you can shoot a spark into it there, and then use that spark to ignite, you know, your fire starter or your cotton balls or whatever, which the cotton ball will also take a spark too. But might as well have some of that with me too. And if you want, you could even wrap this around the striker for the matches, the side of the matches that we cut in up and put inside the tube there, just so you have a way to pull it out at the bottom. You know, but for this purpose, I'm just going to wrap up a bit of this. You can use a lot more than what I'm using. It's a small ball of it for the purpose of taking a spark or being just a little bit of dry tinder. You know, nothing too fancy. Just try to get it so it doesn't unravel in there. I mean, everything should come out of this tube anyway, the cigar tube. So you shouldn't have to, you know, worry about things getting too stuck in there. But you can just toss that right in on top. Anything else you want to stick in there, like I said, cotton balls, any other fire, you know, sustaining device like some rubber, anything like that. Just toss it in there, find wherever you put your cap. There you have a little fire starting kit. If I can get it to thread there. Fire starting kit in a cigar tube. By the way, Cuba, good cigars. Here's another quick idea. Match container, instead of having these cardboard things that get crushed and open up in your pack, why not use one of the small Altoid cans? Everybody uses the large Altoid cans for, well, pretty much anything under the sun. But these small ones, you know, they'll hold probably all those matches. Well, good deal of those matches anyway. I could make a mess out of them here. Waterproof matches into a container that's not all that much heavier than the container it was in. And again, you'll want to toss a strike, you know, one of the side strikers in there too, from the side of the box like we did for the other tin. There, clicks together nice, works great. And if you wanted to, what I like to do, take a little piece of your rubber tubing, whoop, drop it on the floor so you can't find it. Okay, rubber tubing, and just toss it right around there if you want. It'll hold it shut and can accidentally pop open on you. The other way is even tighter. There, so it ain't gonna pop open on you. And if you need to use the rubber band for anything, whether it's help starting a fire or hold some of your gear together, well, you got an extra rubber band. Can't go wrong with that on my book. There you go. That's it. A couple quick ideas. Reusing some containers there. That is that. Thanks for watching.